it's spoof, and spoof generally stands up pretty well. But I think we avoided topical references, and the ones that still remain in Airplane, I kind of cringe at. I mean, we mentioned Anita Bryant and Ronald Reagan. It's just, we avoided that pretty much in subsequent movies. But we based the Airplane on a 1957 black and white movie called 0 Hour, which had the same plot. And now I'm just talking visually. Originally we wanted to do it in black and white even, but fortunately the studio talked us out of that. Michael Eisner did, who was the head of the studio. But the 1950s wardrobe of that movie was more like the 80s and the 90s, or it was a classic look, because I think the 70s were crazy stupid. I mean, if you watched an old Tonight Show, Johnny Carson is dressed like a clown. I mean, it's amazing how they all dressed. And so we pretty much avoided that in Airplane. And that's just only visual. But the gags, I think of gags like when the stewardess breaks down and says, and Leslie Nielsen says, "How are you bearing up?" And she says, "Well, I'm scared. I've never been so scared. And besides, I'm 26 and not married." And then she breaks down, and then this other lady, the passengers come in, and Leslie says, "How are you bearing up?" She says, "Well, I've never been so scared, but at least I have a husband." And just, that comes out of nowhere. And a gag like that was funny 40 years ago, and it's funny today, and it'll be funny 40 years from now. So I think much of the humor is like that, either, timelessly verbal or timelessly visual.